friends, let us go ahead with the chapter 6 for biology, that is biomolecules. Do you know what biomolecules are? Okay, let me tell you that. The cells have protoplasm containing numerous chemical molecules, the biomolecules. Chemical analysis of all living organisms indicate presence of the most common elements like carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and others with their respective content per unit mass of a living tissue. Let us see the biomolecules in the cell. A. Carbohydrates. Take a look at the table here showing the classification of the carbohydrates. First, monosaccharides. These are the simplest sugars having crystalline structure. Further divided as glucose, it is the most important fuel in living cells. Galactose, it looks very similar to glucose molecules. They can also exist in the alpha and the beta forms. Fructose, it is the fruit sugar and chemically it is ketohexose. Second, disaccharides. Disaccharide is formed when two monosaccharides react by condensation reaction releasing a water molecule. Sucrose, lactose and maltose are examples of disaccharides. Polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are broken down by hydrolysis into monosaccharides. The properties of polysaccharide molecule depend on its length, branching, folding and colliding. Starch is a stored food in the plants. Glycogen is stored in animal body, particularly in liver and muscles from where it is hydrolyzed as per need to produce glucose. Cellulose serves to form the cell walls in plant cells. B. Lipids. These are group of substances with greasy consistency with long hydrocarbon chain containing carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. In lipids, hydrogen to oxygen ratio is greater than 2:1. In carbohydrates, it is always 2:1. Simple lipids. These are esters of fatty acids with various alcohols. Fats and waxes are simple lipids. Fats act as reserved food materials. Unsaturated fatty acids are hydrogenated to produce fats, example vanaspati ghee. And another example of wax in beehive. Compound lipids. These are ester of fatty acids containing other groups like phosphate, phospholipids, sugars, glycolipids, etc. Sterols. They are composed of fused hydrocarbon rings, steroid nucleus, and a long hydrocarbon side chain. Proteins. Proteins are large molecules containing amino acid units ranging from 100 to 3000. Proteins have high molecular weights. Classification of proteins. First, simple proteins. These are proteins on hydrolysis yield only amino acids. These are soluble in one or more solvents. Simple proteins may be soluble in water. Conjugated proteins. Conjugated proteins consist of a simple protein united with some non-protein substance. Derived proteins. These proteins are derived from native protein molecules on hydrolysis. Metaproteins, peptones are derived proteins. D. Nucleic acids. Structure of DNA. DNA is a very long chain made up of alternate sugar and phosphate groups. DNA is composed of sugar molecule, phosphoric acid and nitrogen containing bases. Take a look at the figure of DNA model. According to Watson and Crick, DNA molecule consists of two strands twisted around each other in the form of a double helix.
Ribonucleic acid.
RNA. Ribose nucleic acid consists of polynucleotide chain with difference that it consists of single strand. Look at the figure. Purine, pyrimidine equality is not found in RNA molecules. E. Enzymes. If these enzymes were not present in the cell, either the reactions would not occur, or if they occur, they would occur at a very, very slow rate. Properties of enzymes. First, catalytic property. Second, specificity of action. Classification of enzymes. Oxioreductases, transferases, hydrolysis, and fourth, lysis. Next factor affecting enzyme activity. Following factors affect the enzyme activities. First, concentration of substrate. Second, enzyme concentration. Third, temperature. Fourth, effect of the pH. And fifth, other substances. Concept of metabolism. Metabolism is the sum of the chemical reactions that take place within each cell of a living organism and provide energy for vital processes and for synthesizing new organic material. Two following types of pathways. Catabolic pathways. The starch to glucose units with help of enzymes and release energy in form of ATP. Anabolic pathways. These pathways consume energy. So that is all in the chapter 6 of biology. Thank you very much.